Okay, good afternoon, everyone. The environment here is a bit tense, so you guys actually make me very nervous. So, okay, before I start, I would like to ask a bit questions to, get to know a bit of the audience, so that I can, instantly, impromptu cater my speech to suit you guys. So, how many of you here already start selling online? Cool. And how many of you here is going to start? All right. Okay, so basically today, a bit about myself after I know about you. So me, myself, I'm working with EasyParcel. As a part-time, I'm actually having my own e-commerce store as well. So back then, I failed badly in e-commerce, basically because of delivery, because I can't ship my product out on time, because I'm working 9 to 5, and the only time that I'm free is my lunchtime and after work. So after work, when I go to Post Harju also closed already because it's quite a distance. So I actually gave up. Then 3 to 5 years later, I come back into e-commerce. So from there, because there's EasyParcel, so I can easily run my business right now and without worrying about delivery. Then after that, I'm very I'm very interested or passionate into getting my business to grow, and I learn a lot about how we can utilize on the tools that we have right now. And over here today, I basically will be covering a bit of nothing very formal. I'll try to keep it short because I have 20 minutes and I have less than 1 minute per slides. So basically, very direct to the point that what you need. So basically, before those that are going to start, you can see the basic requirements, what you need to be prepared to venture into e-commerce. Next will be how or what are the marketing tools that will help existing e-commerce sellers who are currently selling. All right. And then lastly, on order fulfillment, this one I have to add in because I'm paying representing EasyParcel. I have to talk a bit about EasyParcel, but it actually helps you a lot in terms of your operations. All right. So, okay, without further delay, let's start. So first, basic requirements. I believe for those who are already selling online, you know this. Those who are not, you probably also know this. Basically, you start with your own website. So what you need is websites, your platforms. So if you're not leveraging on platforms, I'm going to going through this quite fast. So for those who are not selling on platforms, probably you are selling on marketplace. That's the start for yourself. All right. For those who are selling platforms, of course, there are many more platforms over here, but I managed to list out a few. So after getting all these platforms, websites, next will be your payment gateway. All right. So we have payment gateway, locals and international, who accept local bank transfers and also credit cards and stuff. All right. So before I go to the next slide, a lot of people, especially starters, they spend too much time in finding which platform to choose. How do I design my website? Should I, set up this first or set up that first? To me, I think that you can just start it from what you have right now. Don't spend too much time designing your website. Like after 2 months, you lost basically 2 months of time doing sales, but instead you're actually building or designing your website. So just go with what you have. Then, as it grows, you change at the back. All right. So after this, now we talk about marketing. For the marketing aspect, basically the first checklist that you need to have is Google Analytics. That is a free tool, right, for you to understand your traffics and stuff. Then your social medias. Of course, when we talk about social medias, it's not like only Facebook, open up Facebook fan page, then that's it. You probably might need to do a bit more than that, like for example, which target audience you're actually targeting. Because, for example, if you're doing handcrafts or handicrafts, all those, probably you need to venture into social media like Pinterest, selling in Etsy, and so on. And if, let's say, probably Instagram would work better than Facebook. So it depends on your target audience. So it's not like, definitely just one Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, then that's it. You need to know where you need to leverage on. So for me, myself, for my own e-commerce, I'm selling like mobile accessories, cases, phone cases. So at first, Facebook works very well. So right now, the trend slowly goes to Instagram. And slowly, we are also switching to Instagram as well. So, more focusing on Instagram. So it need to flow with the market trend and so on. All right, so this is social media. So after social medias, we talk about Facebook Pixel. Why is this important? To some of you, maybe you think that, I'm not going to run Facebook ads. I'm not running Facebook ads, so this is not, never mind, I can just skip this. I said, even if you're going to run, or you're running, or you're not running right now, in future, you might be running Facebook ads, right? So it is best just dump in a pixel, Facebook Pixel. What this Facebook Pixel actually do is they are able to crawl all your visitors. So just in case after 6 months, and you wanted to target visitors who visited your website in the past 180 days, you can actually do that. You don't have to start from that time when you want to do ads 6 months later. So get this up so that you start reading, start to understand or capture your traffic first. All right, so these are a few checklists that I'll put this as a very basic, or I'll say it's a minimum requirement that you need to have in your existing e-commerce store. After this is email. So when we talk about email, how many of you actually still reads email here? Quite a lot. So for me, I also read, but it depends on what kind of email. Like, a lot of spams, usually I'll just ignore. So I'll only read those that I subscribe. So when we talk about email, I think every one of you here knows that, okay, when you talk about email, most likely you're talking about newsletter. Yes, newsletter is one of it because you're paying so much to get the traffic. If you're running ads, or you're paying so much money or effort to get the traffic into your website, and you don't capture them unless they buy something. So if they don't buy something, basically, you just burn your money. So why not, if they are not buying something, try to capture their email, try to get them into your list, entice them with free discounts and so on, free shippings and stuff. So just, even they don't buy right now, at least in future, you can still reach out to them for free. You don't need to spend ads on Facebook or AdWords to do remarketing to get them back and so on, right? So newsletter is for me, I think it is one of the basic checklists. And you can try MailChimp as well. It is a free tool. All right. So throughout the whole sharing, I'm not biased towards any other brands or anything, but I'm based on what I'm experienced, what I think that it is helpful. MailChimp is free, so you can actually use them. So after email, newsletters, there's still a lot of other things that inside email, but others might not know. One of it is abandoned cart. So to a more established e-commerce, I think you have already implemented this. So why is this useful? People add your product to cart, they didn't check out, they didn't pay. You have an automation email to reach out to them, to tell them, hey, this is your things, you forgot something, give you discount and so on. So this is, I think, I will put it at this age, at this era right now in 2018. This is pretty common. So if your website still don't have abandoned cart, I think you should actually implement that. All right. So up to this stage, it is a bit common right now. So the next one, when we talk about abandoned cart, it is best that you can do sequential abandoned cart. All right. A lot of people do abandoned cart, but they don't do sequential abandoned cart. What I mean by sequential, over here, this is the real-time data for a period of 1 week on my store. And I've set up this automatically run for those people who abandon cart. Although, yes, it might be a bit annoying. So the sequential, you can see the unsubscribe rate is actually pretty low, I'll say. And you can see that the amount of revenue recovered. So if you don't do sequential, basically you are only doing the first one. Then you recover like 2008 over a week, comparing to, probably half of it. So if you're doing sequential, basically you have like your cart is reserved, then the second one you don't miss out. But of course you're not sending out all those at the same day. You split into weeks or days. All right. So mine for this one, the first one, mine is 1 hour after they abandon, then followed by the next day, followed by the third day, the fifth day, and the seventh day. So until the fourth day, I actually only throw out coupons. Before that, just remind them. Then this one will be more on scare, like your item has expired already. but items might still be available. So I actually implement, like, some people, they are prone to scare, some they are prone to urgency. So I actually implement all these to see which one works. So you can see that some people, they don't work over here, but they convert on the fourth, and then some on the fifth, or the last one. So if you have sequential abandoned cart recovery, basically you have more chance to recover your lost sales. So that is one of it. After that, I will recommend welcome email series. In other words, they call it content drip emails. All right, it's like dripping. So first of all, if you are for e-commerce who are having your own brand, having your own products, this is extremely useful because first of all, once they sign up as a member or they are on their first purchase, they receive a welcome note from the CEO or the company. Next, after 3 days or 1 week, an explanation about what the company actually does, what is our culture, what is our service, for them to understand more about your brand. Then after that, the following week, another automated emails to tell them about your products and so on. So it's kind of like nurturing your customers to understand more about your brand. And then in future, when you try to sell them through your newsletter blasting, they are more prone to purchase because they understand your brands, they understand your cultures, and so on and so forth. Rather than just buy something, then you have an order confirmation, then that's it. The next thing they know about you is you're having a sales, Raya sales, or even occasional sales. They don't know about your company. They don't know who, they don't know the team and everything. So sequential email actually helps a lot, in my opinion. Then after that, we talk about that. This is the welcome series. I did a short welcome series. So welcome. Then after that, you can see even on the welcome email itself, it actually generates some revenue and orders. Then we are glad that you found us. Then a bit about culture, who we are, right now where we are. Then ask them to follow our social medias and so on. Also converts a bit. Then after 1 month, introduce one of our products to them. Then it also converts. So these are all real data, all right? So welcome email actually works. Then still got some more. So for customers' feedback, for orders who have shipped, usually I will set like after 1 week, have an automation to send out to them asking for their feedback. How was the products? How was the service or anything? So from there, customers will, they get to rate or they get to reply. If they have complaints, of course, they will shoot you in that email as well. So you need to, react to them. Don't just ignore. So react to them, build the trust, and so on. So even the welcome email, like asking how was your experience, it also converts 13 orders. So this is throughout my surprise. And this email is very, very simple. Just tell them, looks like you have received your products. So how was your experience? Then put a 5-star rating for them to rate and a text box for them to comment. And it actually converts 13 orders just because of that. So customers' feedback. Then lastly, also customers who do window shopping. All right. So customers who don't add to cart, because add to cart, you have your abandoned cart recovery to talk with them. What if customers who actually just browse around, look? Of course, you can retarget them with remarketing, but emails, you can actually do that as well. So I will share some tools later on, but don't worry, all these slides, you can actually get it after the event because basically they will provide you a link to download everything. So, okay, so until here, if you have done all the previous one, then you will start see that you have tractions, you have automations all set up. It actually helps you a lot, saving up a lot of times in terms of marketing. So you can really focus in what you are doing, marketing, branding, all those. So after you have set up this, if you have additional time, of course you can, enhance it and make it even better. So first of all, Hotjar, one of the tools that you can actually monitor real-time or recorded behavior of your traffic. Like maybe they scroll something, then suddenly here you notice that user don't know where to find the button to add to cart or to check out. Because they can scroll around, scroll, then only they found. So probably you want to change that, make it more visible. All right. So Hotjar is one of it. Next will be Twilio. Twilio is the SMS provider. When customers place order, they receive an SMS confirmation. After you ship out, they receive another SMS confirmation. So this is additional enhancement tools to make your e-commerce stand out because these are the things that Malaysian e-commerce, they don't really do at this stage. So when you provide them with a special, special attention or special service, they will feel that you are actually different than any other e-commerce. Aside from doing price war, these are the things that you can actually do. Then followed by the next one, for people who are using Shopify, WooCommerce, you can actually utilize Metrilo. So they have open API as well. So Metrilo is one of the tools that I'm currently using to understand the entire shop or entire store. So what basically they do is that they provide you a bunch of data that you probably will not know. For example, you have 300 customers who purchased with you one time or more than 2 orders, but didn't come back after 180 days. So you can easily, with a button, engage them, craft a newsletter, and send. They provide the email builder, so no HTML code, just drag some images, type something, even sync with your products. You can just call up this product, then just send and engage them again. Or we miss you, things like that. So they provide a lot of all this data. For example, if I ask you today, which postcode in Malaysia you have the most sellers, you will not know that. Metrilo, they will tell you. So this is one of the tools that I've been using to understand. But of course, once you have the data, it depends down on how you make use of the data. All right? Then we have Bicketing. Bicketing, also some plugins, or I'll say it is a plugin for Shopify, WooCommerce, and other platforms as well. So they provide all those pop-ups, or sometimes when you go to e-commerce website, you see there's a pop-up on a site saying that someone from where purchased something 1 minute ago. All those, they do provide all those social proofs things. Then we have PushMonkey. PushMonkey is like push notifications. So when you go to the website, they will prompt them. Sometimes they will prompt them, do you allow this website to send you notifications? So if they put yes, then you are subscribed, even without email. So next time when you have anything, you just send a push, then they will receive from their website, from their Chrome, from their mobile apps, and so on. So this is PushMonkey. But of course, I make a mistake last time. Having everything implement at the same time, it will ruin your sales because there's too much distractions. So try to avoid that. Like, people want to come into your website, they want to buy, then suddenly pop up newsletter, they close, then a push notification, then it close, and so on. Then at the end, maybe they opt in into the push notifications, then they forgot that they want to buy something already, then they just browse, then they close. So it actually impacts, but of course, try to do A/B testing. So right now, I've disabled Bicketing, only enable PushMonkey, disable Trilio, and so on and so forth. Then referral candy means that I'll just say referral, have your own referral campaign. So time's up for me, but I'll try to speed up. After that, you can have your own live chat or even your Facebook chat bots, all right? So now next is order fulfillment. I'll go through this quite fast. So for order fulfillment, EasyParcel, we are a platform. These are our courier partners, so you can utilize us for international and local domestic delivery. So another good thing about EasyParcel is tracking SMS. So you don't need to subscribe Trilio anymore. Use us. Upon delivery of your products, we will send an SMS notification to your customers. This enhances their experience. All right. Then we have bulk orders for e-commerce people. So you can just export or import the bulk upload Excel. Then you can create multiple orders up to like 100 in a few clicks. All right. Then quick return. Quick return is, for example, you have returned, you send something wrong to your customers, you send the wrong color, wrong size, so you need someone to return. Conventionally, traditionally, you need them to manually go and send and so on. It's very tedious. So right now, EasyParcel, they have this quick return. You just send a link. You can embed this to your website. So it could be your domain.com/return. So you just send this, then customers will fill up the details. Then they just drop off to any pigeon point. So there are 3,000 over pigeon points in Malaysia, including like points like 99 Speed Mart, My News, and so on and so forth, carrying pharmacies. So they can actually do that. Then pigeon will collect from them. So this is a different service that they feel if they buy from you. And then also Insure Plus, all parcels are protected up to 50 ringgit on top of whatever the basic courier protects. All right. So lastly, we have like our packaging flyers. You can actually utilize it for those that don't have their own packagings and so on. I feel all this useful because I'm personally using all these features right now. Then that's all for my slide. Thank you. If you have any questions, I'll be around this area till the end of the day. So just catch me, talk with me, exchange contacts. I'm more than happier to share the know-how and so on. Thank you, everyone.
All right, you heard him. Thank you, Clement, ladies and gentlemen, Chief Operation Officer of EasyParcel.
Exabytes. Grow your business online.